everyone, Rex here. Welcome back to the channel, Rex Tactics. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new HST Farewell Pack from Grump Dog Games. So yes, the Intercity Sir Kenneth Grange and Old Oak Common liveries, to name a few, has now arrived for Train Sim 6 and are available to buy on all platforms, I do believe. I will be showing you what you get with the pack, what special liveries we have now, where to find them, look at the scenarios they bring, and then run a timetabled service. Without further ado, let's get into the review video. Okay, so here you are, you join me in the main menu of Train Sim 6. We're going to be seeing where we can find these special HST liveries. So, we'll go to the trains, and we'll go to the train depot, and we'll go to timetable. Here we have the class 43, where when you click on this menu, you will have the options for 43093, 43185, 43002, due to out unbranded, vinyl logo, the Welshman, and Geraint Thomas. Of course, you'll have all the other ones like the high speed train from EMT if you've got that, the first Great Western ones and all that lot. But yeah, this is where you can find them. If we go into scenarios and we pick the high speed train, we do have a few scenarios at the end. So we have Epilogue, Back in Blue, Open Day, and Farewell. These are worth a look. Obviously, you've got all these other ones, especially the EMT ones. We also have a few on Riviera Line as well. Down by Dawlish, Riviera Rescue. It's really cool. Of course, we will have a look at these scenarios properly on here. So this is where you'll find them. Farewell, Open Day, Back in Blue. Then we'll go down to Riviera Line. Where we have Down by Dawlish, Riviera Rescue, and Epilogue. Of course, anywhere where a high-speed train layers onto, you will be able to pick these options of these power cars. So like, for example, Edinburgh to Glasgow, on the Sprinter Express timetable, we have the Class 43. You are able to choose any of these power cars on here. These are an option. So, places like Edinburgh to Glasgow, Birmingham Cross City, if you own either the 2019 timetable or the 170 timetable, you will be able to just pick up these HST power cars on your formation anywhere that you like. What we're going to do then is we're going to go free roam into London Paddington, and we're going to have a look at these HST power cars one by one. We'll put it in custom weather, put it into light clouds, and I will see you when I have the HST power cars spawned in and everything loaded up. See you then. Okay, so here you are, you join me at Paddington Station, and we're going to walk down these stairs to see what we have in store for us. So as you can see over here, we have plenty of HST power cars stabled across each and every single platform, including some HST barrier coaches. So we're going to go through all of these one by one, starting with the Intercity livery Great Western. Now the first thing that comes very eye-catching is the Great Western Railway Company logo here, and the plaque of course. And this Intercity livery looks really nice, going back to the days of BR and Intercity before privatisation. We have 43185 with the lovely livery. Next door to it is Sir Kenneth Grange HST, which if we come here is 253001 with the British Rail logo and Intercity 125 with the Sir Kenneth Grange plaque, all looking really nice and clean. We also have the 40 years of the HST 1976 to 2016 plaque as well, which is cool. W43002, and of course all the lovely details and everything like that. We then have the Old Oak Common HST Depot 1976 to 2018 with Legends of the Great Western. And of course, look at that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? This is 43093. Next door to it we have 43155 with a Great Western Railway livery, but with the vinyl rather than the actual plaques itself, as you can see on this version, which is the Welshman, which is 43187. This one has the actual things that are bolted to it. This one, on the other hand, is a vinyl, so this looks very, very different. So this is a version we get. Just had to pause while our announcement went there. Anyways, we have the Welshman here, as we previously mentioned, in the lovely GUR green livery. Just a random person stood there, not sure why. No trains running at the moment. And it's looking really, really nice. Love the fact that they've got the dragon there as well. That looks really cool. Oh, hold on. Just trying to get all this back. Then, of course, we have 43188 with Garriott Thomas and Garriott Thomas there. Flying Welshman, winner of the Tour de France 2018, where it's got the same as the other design, but it's got yellow all the way around here, which is interesting. So yes, really nice design, of course. We then have the HST barrier coaches, so what we're going to do is we're going to go inside and have a nice little look, shall we? So, box standard, Mark 1, I would say, you know. Go in here, everything is pretty much the same. Train lighting on or off. You know, if you're used to kind of like your BR era stuff like Blackpool branches or West Coast Mail Line Overshot, you'll be pretty familiar with these coaches. Nothing much really changes, but I do like the flooring, and of course the lovely paint that they've got on the inside, and of course the outwards paint as well. So we're going to go through the guard door again. No, come on. Anyways, we'll look into the other HST barrier coach and see if anything has changed. I doubt it. They probably will look the same on the inside, and yeah, they pretty much do. You know, looking through the flooring and all that lot, the paint and all that, yeah, pretty much the same. No complaints off me really, because the flooring, it looks really nice, really captures the wood effect, I would say. So anyways, let's look inside the interior of each of these HSTs, starting with the very closest. So I would say they're pretty much the same on this one, as you can tell, pretty much the same on the other one, you know. Lots of things that work. Just carefully roam around to this one, which has the same layout inside. Same with this one. What I want to see is if there's any cab differences in the Sir Kenneth Grange and the Intercity one. I mean, no, it doesn't really look like there is, which I don't know if they had any differences. Maybe, maybe not. It's a little sad to be fair, but let's check the Intercity one. Is that any different? No. I guess that's the only downside with this pack, with the fact that all the interiors are the same. There's nothing to really define them on the inside, but at least the exterior liveries are fantastic. So, yeah, there we go. Yes, so there we have it. That is the HST liveries that we got here. So, let's run the timetabled service, shall we? I'll see you then. Okay, so 1 Charlie 06, London Paddington to Bristol Temple Meads. We'll probably only go as far as Hayes and Harleton, but we'll see. Alright, so let's get the safeties on. Put the master key on, reverser into neutral. No, neutral. There we go. We'll unlock the doors. Put the gauge dimmer to 50%. Put the lights to day headlamp and markers. Turn the wiper speed to minimum. And here we are in Paddington with Sir Kenneth Grange, with the HST coach rake. Now, I will be honest with you, I would have more preferred a full-on, light blue intercity rake, if that was ever possible. But I guess we can roll with it. We've got another power car on the back, that is 43021. So we haven't got a special one on the end, which is a huge shame, but it's alright. Just bring down to initial brake. We'll also register the GSMR as 1Charlie06. As the London Underground is busy as ever with the D-Stock. Be getting ready to depart. So let's put our camera angles in. It's going to look a little weird having GWR livery with an Intercity BR blue on the front, but we'll roll with it. What's the worst that could happen, eh? Obviously, these are liveries. As you can tell inside, GWR green seats, so right, we'll lock the doors and we'll get going. There is the first Great Western 165s and the 166s. I don't know which one's which, to be fair, unless I actually have a good look, so let's have a look, eh? It's 166. Alright, let's get a good screenshot of us departing Paddington in Sir Kenneth Grange. And off we go, leaving Paddington. It's a shame to hear the sounds of the horn a bit too quiet. I would have more preferred them to have been updated, if anything, but I suppose they could probably do that at a future time. I don't know, really, to be fair. It's one of those things where I would have preferred that to happen, but if it wasn't in their means, I'm fine with that. Anyways, we are going to Just Red and Platform 8. We won't be going as far as that today. We'll just be having like a nice little drive, if I'm being honest. That does sound more predominant though, those brake hissings. Does sound pretty good. We do have a single amber here, so you might be being prepared to stop. I'm not too sure. Maybe another HST is on our path. Just putting some more brake. Just take it off there. Looks like something's coming down. I have noticed some suspension, which is nice to see. I just want to check that we're not actually being stopped by a service that is off path. We're not. That service is actually being redirected to the slow lines though, which is interesting. You don't normally get high-speed train services that get redirected to the slow lines, but I suppose in the 2017 timetable you kind of did. So anyways, we do have a single amber there. Let's move this high-speed train accordingly. Oh, there's our green. That changed pretty quick. Got another first Great Western liveried high-speed train from Crates Club, of course. And we'll get a move on. So we now have the path forwards. Sir Kenneth Grange in the lead. And a normal GDR power car on the end. It's lovely, that. It also comes up on here as 43002 as well, so that's pretty good, to be fair. That is pretty good. We have another one of those first Great Western liveried HSTs. There's probably an old common depot movement. It certainly looks like it's there. Yeah, it certainly is. It's up to 85, but because we're a multiple unit, no, we're power cars and carriages, so I don't think we class as multiple units, but we can go the 100. Oh, that is the debranded first Great Western livery, actually, which is box standard with this route now. Oh yeah, that's a good shot to get. I do like that shot. That was good, that. I'm just wondering if we'll actually spot any of those power cars in the wild. You know, just wondering if there's any special liveries about, you know, in the depots. Got quite a few of these first Great Western ones. A few of the ones with branding on them. We've got a 47 over there, which will probably be like the Night Riviera or something. Got a Heathrow Express Class 350 there. Anything on this side of things? No. Hopefully, as the service goes on before we get to Hayes and Harlington, we'll see at least one of those other power cars. If we don't, I'll be quite surprised, to be fair, because then I'll be wondering how often are they in rotation on these services. Of course, there's only 6 of them, so out of, well, to be fair, I don't know how many power cars Great Western Railway actually had, but out of all them many, you know, it's just, oh, interesting. You know, 6 is like looking for a needle in a haystack, if I'm being honest. Different 66 liveries going about. Like to see that. Acton Yard is very busy. Liking the fact that we got this HST pack, I think, is it now a couple of months after GDR Remaster came out? And I've had time to like refine this pack and everything, you know, make it as good as it possibly could be. And I gotta say, they've done a fantastic job. Especially with like the wear and tear on the plaque. I mean, that's probably been there for a while, by the looks of things. The livery looks clean, it looks like it's in pristine condition, but you can tell by the plaque, you can tell it certainly had some wear and tear. I mean, there is a bit of weathering, if I'm being honest. A couple of hatch does open, and we can put tail lamp there, but we're not going to need that. Maybe on the other side, but certainly not here. Nothing at West Ealing, I think it is. I don't know, I'm not always on this route, so... Another First Great Western branding one. It's taken a while to load up that one. Creators Club liveries are the same, but they always are like that. Oh dear. That is not good. Nope, not at all. Oh, and it's gone back to normal. Oh, good. I was worried there. I really was. It's nice to see that it goes back to normal. We'll try and zoom in, see if it... Nope, that seems to have done it. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm happy to see that when it does happen, the game's like, oh wait, that shouldn't be like that, and it corrects it as soon as it possibly can. I do like that. So hopefully one of these days we'll have a livery come by like that, and none of that will happen at all. Hopefully. Anyways, look at that inside there. Look at it. Mark 1 inside there. We've got a few things around here, you know. Still loving this route now that it's been remastered. There's just so much to see now. You know what I mean? HOAs over there with the JNAs and stuff. Absolutely lovely. Oh dear. That's not looking very great. Yeah, blurred textures on console is still a big problem, but it's nice to see that the plaque still stands in all of this, you know. Nothing too bad. Alright, well that is Hayes and Harlington, I do believe. Certainly is. So, we'll stop the HST run there, and I will go through my final thoughts. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on the HST Farewell Pack? Well, I think this is a lovely pack. The price, I'm not really too fond with. I mean, $12.99 for 6 liveries, a barrier coach, and services and all that lot. I mean, it kind of does make sense, but, you know, if it was like maybe $9.99, that probably would have been maybe a little bit better. But I understand why they've made such a premium price for it. But I do like the fact that the liveries are very well made, you know, very well painted and stuff like that, you know, really captures how amazing these liveries are. Of course, the blurred textures on console does kind of ruin the ambience, but of course that is another problem. It's got nothing to do with the HST Farewell Pack. But overall, I definitely think it is a really nice pack. You know, if you're into your HSTs and you like the different liveries and you don't really want to go through the pain of searching for them in Creators Club, and you don't want to tank your performance with all these Creators Club liveries, this is probably the best way for you to go. It is a bit expensive, but in my opinion, I think it is pretty worth it. So, yeah, up to you guys. I mean, of course, I wanted to get this. You might not want to, and that is totally okay. So, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you all for watching. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Leave a like, and I will see you all in the next video. But until next time, see you all later.